the KHQA Student Athlete of the Week, sponsored by Blessing Health System.
Totally felt different in the moment. It's weird to explain, but when you're in a game situation like that, and like you've been making plays, and you just feel you're in the mood. You know what I mean? And I was just feeling it, and got it done.
19 total tackles, a strip sack, and 9 stops for loss against Flora may go down as the single best stat line from the best linebacker in Quincy Notre Dame history. Not that Taylin Scott needed any more resume validation of his tenure at 10th and Jackson, as he became his program's all-time tackles leader this fall and is working his way quickly to a second straight All-State nod this season. But something new that we did learn this week is that Taylin plays the game as well between his ears as he does between the hashes.
One thing that not a lot of people know is that Taylin actually makes the first defensive call of every game and of every half. So when they decided to go fullback dive one-on-one with an all-state guy like Taylin, he was licking his chops, and it's just the way he prepares. That's the secret sauce.
I made a statement there, and I figured I'd just keep on going with it.
We communicate throughout the week about what we're seeing, what we like, and what he is most comfortable with. So whether it's we're going to send him on a blitz or we're going to drop back and play coverage, I fully trust him and his ability to decipher what we're best doing to start out a game. He is as smart of a human being as I've ever come across, and not only just his general intelligence, but his football acumen is incredible.
His athletic achievements, which also now include a newly expanded offensive role on the gridiron this season, and a quest moving into winter to build on last year's state medalist performance on the mats, take a backseat, however, to the respect Taylin commands from all in his orbit, especially his peers.
Well, I mean, if you spend enough time around here, you'll realize when he opens his mouth, everyone else is quiet. They say imitation is the greatest form of flattery, and it really is.
How important is this set of games for you to end your career on the note you want to end it, putting this thing forward right for everybody who comes after you?
It's the most important thing I'd say in my life so far. I'm really excited to see what comes, and super excited for the future.
And the no shortcuts approach that has made Taylin not just an unparalleled student of the games he plays.
He attacks everything that same way. He is a student, of wrestling. He's a great academic student. He really does everything the right way.
But also one of Quincy Notre Dame's most shining academic success stories.
It comes from my upbringing, definitely, but I also think it comes from my coaches as well. I've always been surrounded by great people who have great values, and people who want to see me succeed and help me get there. And I think that's why I've had such great drive and motivation. To start off freshman year, I wasn't a great student in 8th grade, but I was tired of my grades not being what I wanted them to be, and I decided to make the change. So, I put an effort into everything I do, and it's been the standard ever since.
So much so that Taylin Scott's two-world excellence has made him one of those rarest of football recruiting unicorns, an Ivy League target.
I've talked to a lot of people about it, and they said that it's almost unheard of. And I've always thought that it's a great opportunity, and I'm super grateful to be in the position that I am, and I'm hoping that it all works out for the best.
Whether or not one of the Ivies becomes the path, Taylin will pursue a slate of personal goals at the next level with the same fervor he hunts down running backs.
I know that I wanted to go something into business. I mean, anywhere that has just a great education and a great team and just great people around it.
And a stated purpose of doing so in all things, continuing with this week's playoff showdown with ALAH and leaving a legacy worthy of emulation.
It definitely sets the atmosphere. I've been, as much as they've been waiting for it, when I heard that we might get to play them, it got me fired up. And, I see this as a rivalry game. I'm ready. I want this.
Our young guys, they want to be Taylin Scott, and I can't think of a better role model